and still get dropped frames. Hmm. I don't know. So my all right. So for everyone that's watching this, I have no idea if it's somehow copy or something, but nothing is moving. But I am having like 30% of drop frames. It's going down, but I have no idea. The CPU is at 8% and my GPU at 1944%. I hope it's working. Thing is, if the frames drop too much, I have no idea how long the stream is running because now if like 60% it's going down and down and down, and actually it doesn't drop any frames no more. Okay. Okay, let's just look if it's working. Okay, everyone, welcome to my stream, and for the next version of about the race. So I still have a couple of races to draw and paint. You can see here Dragoon Critter, the Diplodocus, the Lutra, Kalidra, Rhino Taur, the uh, the Varane, the Dokans, and the Geef. Um, so the frames are still dropping. I don't know if that's. I also have no idea if it. Mm, what you can also see is that my internet speed falling. My kilobit per second is falling down. Let me just look. Let me look. I am apparently still online. Let's see. So okay, it still shows that I am live. Now it's stable again. You know what? I don't care. I'd say I don't care. So it is. Maybe it works. So a lot of people of you know that there is this wheel of names, and I let it decide which of my Timus character races I'm doing next. I hope it's the Dragoon Critter, the Kalidra, or the Lutra. But let's see. Here we go. Oh, it's not the Dragoon Critter. Not the Taur, no. Alright, it's the Taur. It's that Taur. Taur. Alright, Taur basically is just the a humanoid bull. The Minotaurus, I think. Well then, start the recording. I hope it's working. If it's not working, then you will see an animation again. That is okay. Um. Hmm. It's basically just a Minotaurus. I haven't drawn them for quite a while. But let's see. Oops. Need to leave my live chat open. Hmm. I had a character that was that was named Nina Bile. So hold on, because they are herbivores, they don't have these. So they have like a mix of human and cow skulls. Middle is here. That thing is, I really wished I could. Not correct. I really wished I could like stream my 3D work. So the horns are like so. Just wonder if I ever drew some of those in my comics. Uh, hmm. Um, want him to be like this, so that his one arm is like down here. So these these characters are obviously pretty muscular because of the taurine, which is extracted from bulls. I don't know from where, but it's extracted from them. So he's basically fed like this, but his body is like this one, this round. Should I make it more? That's more like here. All right. Um. I think his body is too small for him. Hmm. Hello, my friend. I need a little bit of feedback because um, I am experiencing dropped frames and I need to know if the stream is looking um, good or if it's choppy or I don't know. Get him done. Because what I experience is that I've got some percent of dropped frames. And when that happens, the stream just ends without me noticing it. So his one arm is oop, that finger's a little more. I see that they kind of like, and you need some hair. Mm, Hand looks a little bit too big. Shrinking it down. It. This is what I call a Taur. I developed these back in 2006 together with a Thor and the Griff and the Dragoon. They're very strong and muscular. That's why. Okay, let's. I think this one muscle best is a little small. See, how am I making the leg? Like, yes, two hooves. I mean, these two thinged hooves. See, it's like this. I need to make the um, chest muscles. We have one here. Right, on. I think his legs need to be a little bit tilted. Like, something like that. Because his leg is tilted, so it's obviously. um, want him to have this mane on his back. Mm-hmm. All right. Now that's a little bit too bigger for the about the race thing, so I need to position him a little bit smaller. See, like that's the text. That's let me just put this on quickly. Maybe the yeah, I put him like there. So I put the score down here, or maybe the other stuff. Need to see if there are still my stream is still on. Okay. It seems to be on, and I hope it stays on, not like the past one that just stopped. Didn't even told me about it. All right, let's do the I just remembered that I have a character that was basically a Taur transformee. So he was able to become a Taur. I mean, in Timis, basically every race that you see is also available as a transformation target. And whatever target you have, it doesn't actually. Hold on, should I make the nose bigger like here? So it doesn't matter if you were born, what else you were born. You can always go to Duranolin and purchase a transformation ability. So, meaning a Griff can have the ability to become a Taur or a Soa or a Calidra or whatever. Just whatever they like. And yeah. However, it is, especially in the beginning, not very common that Timmers are transformees. Usually it's humans that transform because it was in the beginning designed for humans. Because in the beginning there were only humans, because the world of Timmers is based on our world. It's just in the future. Oh, let me see. More like that, right? Really huge. For anyone that is interested in which graphics card I got myself an RTX 3060. Now you may wonder, hey, why didn't you get a 3090 or a 3080 Ti or something like that? Because I don't need um, the processing power that much, but more the video RAM, video memory. And the 3060 has 12 gigabytes of RAM, video RAM. And 12 gig of video RAM is very important when it comes to 3D animation and video editing. You don't need the power, you need the video RAM, because the more RAM you have, the more of a scene you can actually render. And you don't have to separate a scene. So you can also use bigger textures. So the quality of the footage in the end looks a lot cleaner. And obviously, you need to look at the time and money comparison. Because my 3060 only cost about 500 euro. And as I saw, the 3090 was about 1500. And not only would I had to pay a lot more, I also would have needed to get me a bigger power supply and a bigger CPU and therefore another main board. So um, so buying a 3060 was the smartest thing to do actually. I mean, the processing power of my 3060 compared to my 1060 has doubled, more than doubled. When I compare those two with each other in a benchmark test, then not only has the 3060 twice the video RAM, it also is twice as good. It's the double, uh, twice the power. Just ooh, my hands like. Ooh. And because of that additional power, I can now stream in full HD. Before I was streaming in 720. Okay, let's see. I hope I closed everything off. Ugh. Let's see if the stream is still going. Looks like it. Last stream was on January 23rd. Mm-hmm. Bull, bull, bull. Mm. Mm. The funny thing is that my um, streaming speed is just going up and down. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm losing like 12% of frames, but that's actually not so terrible if you uh if the stream keeps going. The last stream was just cut in half, like after I think in 1 or 2 hours, just stopped and that was annoying. And I had to restart it, and so that's why I'm looking over and over if my stream is still going. Let me just see, I'm resetting so that I can see how many frames there are. I set it on 30 FPS. You don't need to see more frames. All right. So now that I have him, just select this. Nope, that's not correct. Right, I see that I have a huge hole like that. Select again, and it looks like it's okay. Invert the selection and then give it filling. There we go. Close it off. And now we can color him. Moo. All right. Let's see. First of all, he needs a skin color, and I thought about how cows have these two different skin colors, so I'm giving him the same. Let's take that skin color and fill it. Like that too. Let's delete. That's not what I want. Mm. Mhm. And now we need a darker brown and something like that. The one hand is dark, the other hand is warm. This is bright. Um, yeah. Okay. So his fur is obviously black and white. What what why obviously? It's not obvious. It is, well, it's obvious that it has two colors, but it's going to be black and white. Okay, that's the color for white. and all his hair has that color, and I just need to determine the parts that are black. Um, so all right, let me try something. Just need to there we go. With that, I can just paint a lot of hair. Need to see how far apart they need to be, like 10 pixels. And there you have your hairs. But I better take another layer. Maybe on 70%. So the hair is more like multicolored. This is I scaled it down to 4. So it's a lot finer hair. Look at that. It's real hair. Um, that's by the way how I made the transformation transition in my Legend of Alan Talbot manga, where Alan became transformed from a Laquiva into a Lugia. So this is going to be mostly black. Hmm. Regular. I don't want the hair to be like I'm confused. I del Oh, I'm not deleting it. Painting over. That's why I see it becoming gray there. That's not how it was supposed to be. There, it's not there. Just a proper cleanup. Let's see if I select this area here. I can simply paint it like that. We and on that. Let's select the gray now and paint over a bit. Mm. Mm. Add some more brushes. Hmm. Just wonder, shouldn't I make it like black already? Let me just think about it. And then painting some gray on it. Nope. More like select it like this. Select it. Like this. All right, let's see. Not again so much. On 70, please. And I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Did you? There we go. Ugh. More like this. So his legs are more like black colored. And I'm giving him one large blob over here. He's a cow after all. Well, not a cow, a bull. And I'm giving him a little bit of white here at the knee. And yeah, cover it a little bit with black. That good. And try something. Good. His eyes are. Ooh, I need to clean that up a bit. Okay. And then I see that he has gray there. And I need to give him some eye color. Give him that one. Well, I'm glad that people can still watch my stream. I hope the stream is as stable as possible. It still loses a couple of frames, but I just can't do anything about it. In the end, hold on. Select that one, not that one, that one. Give me this and this color, this brush, and then just paint it in a bit more black. Well, so what I was saying, in the end, you will get the sped up process because I'm simultaneously recording every frame. Every frame is recorded so that you can watch it later. Okay, the eye has a color too. We need some white. Whoops. Did it even work? Obviously not, because it doesn't What is going on? I'm confused just about now. Or is it just actually the same color? Ugh. It is the same color. No, what the hell? Okay, sure. That's stupid. So basically the color of the eyes is the same as the hair here. Ugh, that's that's stupid. Well, yeah, obviously. Because that's the color of white. It's gray because if I work with layers like of overlay, then they need to brighten up things, and so white is actually supposed to be a little bit darker so it can actually brighten up. So this one, just turn this off for a second and think about that's the color of the hooves too. The hooves. Hoof. The and the teeth get all right. I have no idea how to do the color for the nails. Looks like they're a little bit more red. I guess. Well, what? It doesn't matter. Next is the shadow. So the way I'm doing the shadow is easier. I select the color layer. We that which means is the whole thing, and then I go here and I think about which is more complex. It's that one. So I take a middle gray, which is bluish, and then just fill it in. Then I take this one, which is the warm version, and I forgot about that. No, I forgot about it. No, I'm so stupid. I need to. Okay, let me turn off the shadow again. Just forgot about the hairs back there. Just a little bit, yes. Nope, that selects the color, but I need the area. So when I get here, this, and white, 170. There. Now I can turn on the shadow again. All right. I think I have the warm shadow everywhere. So basically, wherever there is some blood flowing through, like the skin, then you can see that reddish in the shadow. And when that's done, it's time to paint the light. The question now is, where is the sun? It's in relation to that, like that. So from front top, so like the chest muscles get lit up like this. Just the easiest way to paint shadow by not painting it at all. Um, right. Um, just wondering if so there are two types of shadows that you have to watch out. One is the shadow that comes from the form of the object, and the other shadow comes from another object. Yeah. The sun is all over here. Hmm. It was weird. See if performance increases. Just turned off the preview on OBS. Maybe it's working, maybe not. So, okay, hold on. I'm deleting the shadow here because I want to focus on the form of the body shadow before I go on about the cast shadow. Mm, Sometimes it's pretty easy to know where the cast shadow is. However, it's not always clear. And I need to use the multi-brush tool. Again. I know that this horn is casting shadow on this, but I need to smoothen the shadow that I'm drawing here so it looks more organic. Yes, Lu, I hope it's stable enough and it's not breaking up again. I mean, I got my new graphics card, so it should be good. The reason why I stopped the streaming was simply because the recording process is probably responsible for this stream stopping. I wanted to get a hardware upgrade first. Mm. Ugh, those colors are confusing. It looks like he has a shadow here and here. Let's see. Definitely has some light here. Here. Also lit up. Mm, two? Yes. All right, let's try my super cool tool. No, not the shadow. This one. E75. That's lines, not shadow. we go. I can just. Did I delete the shadow up here? I have no what mic I use? I use an Auna, but I have no idea what the other term is. Did I wait? What's going on here? Not not doing anything. What? Eh? Because I selected this the no. I'm so dumb sometimes. That's the wrong brush again, like this. Okay, hold on. This. I think this is like that. However, just if I think about it, I mean, so for those that have read my Alan Talbot comic, they know that Alan just transformed into a Lugia, and there are these couple of frames where you can see the hair changing from green and yellow to white. And yeah, that basically is what I am doing right now. So this is multi-brush tool. Krita is so OP. I wonder if Photoshop does has that, or any other software that is paid. Got 27 brushes, which is a little bit much. So what this brush obviously does is painting multiple strokes at once at the same time. Just need to select this shadow multi-brush so that I can actually paint here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Flip it so it goes faster. Now I need more again. Like Just need to select this. Himmel. So you think Lugia transformations is the best? Hmm. The funny thing about those transformations is that your hands get so big. And then you get this, you become fat. Good. So the thing about that just need to think about it again. Hold on. Because according to the original, he's meant to transform back again. So Torgal told him, tells him that he should transform back into that he should try to transform into a human. And when he does that, he becomes his Laquiva form. However, I play with the thought to let him stay as Lugia because he didn't his Lugia form didn't have a lot of screen time basically in the original comic. I mean, he was Lugia in the beginning. That's how he started his journey, and he then met Laia, and then told her when he then woke up, I want to be one of the other Pokemon every time when uh, he wants to switch the Pokemon daily. Dude. But then the thing with Larvitar and the scientist happened, and now he is no longer able to become a human and a Quilava, because those two were mixed. And the only Pokemon available left is a Lugia. So yeah, that's basically what I came up with. Let's smooth those. Whoop. The wrong brush. Another thing, the comic is really picking up in something that I have been thinking about lately, especially because I am watching the Pokemon TV series currently. I'm in season 3, and I was like thinking it is so obvious that Pokemon are as smart as humans are. And if those Pokemon would just get the education system humans get, there would be absolutely no difference. So basically, what needs to stop is the trapping inside Pokeballs thing. And that's basically the main narrative of that manga. Not apparent right now because of those uh, circumstances. But being on Valovaria shows how that Pokemon and humans aren't different at all. And that actually gets supported by the TV series. Because every time when humans communicate with Pokemon, they 100% understand what they say. Like the Houndour episode I watched yesterday. Ash was telling those Pokemon what he wants to do, and they just nodded and understood everything. And I'm like, dude, if they could, if you could just teach them how to read and write and calculate, they could do their own thing and wouldn't be um, subject to slavery. That's basically what Pokemon is. It's slavery simulator, and that's what I'm picking up with my manga series. And in the end, there will be a scene where humans and Pokemon live together um, in complete equity. So no, that was correct. So no Pokeballs. They become illegal, and however, that's something that's probably pretty difficult for people to grasp at first. So, and there will be some bloodshed. So, definitely going to be a hard time, especially when the main attack begins. But we are not that far in. What needs to happen first is that Alan needs to leave the island again. And he needs to find Laya again. Laya is currently almost pretty beaten up. Um, okay, let's see. That eye doesn't get any light, and I like that. Okay, now I need to paint in the drop shadow. One. So I need another example for, hold on, of Pokemon are that Pokemon are as smart as humans is, for example, that episode where those uh, hold on, like those Clefairies built their own rocket ship. Let's see some other drop shadows. I mean, And obviously the most famous Pokemon of them all, Meowth, that speaks because he just wanted to impress a female Meowth. Also shows that Pokemon can learn to speak. And another thing, the funny thing is, for us in Europe and in America and other countries, they all just seem to say their names. But actually that name saying is nothing else than them speaking Japanese. They say it with the syllables of their names that are available. So as an example, they often bring is when Pikachu says Pika-Pi, that means Satoshi in Pikachu language. Mm, right. The stream is still on. Very good. And I'm the only person. 1.6% of dropped frames. Yay, my stream is stable. Okay. Those skin is that skin color is so different. Okay, let me see. I think no, it's not. So no light there. That's skin and okay, okay. Good. Let's do the ambient occlusion now. Ambient occlusion. Hold on. I like ambient occlusion. It's this super easy way to simulate depth. Okay, hold on. I need to use a very dark version of that color and then just paint it in. So in my past drawings, I never really got super dark. So the contrast never got very all right. So yeah, what I also hold on. All right. So what's ambient occlusion if I just don't get to. It's the shadow in the shadow. So you look for areas that are in the area shady areas, like this one. It's not correct. Okay. And then I'm setting to 50%. Then I'm going like this. And the closer it is to a crevice, the darker it becomes until the crevice itself is very dark. Now, no, what am I doing? These are two different gray colors, so need to like this. And then like this area. Do the same thing for that. Additionally, I mean, if I do that, hold on, can I select that? Thank you. Because hair has ambient occlusion in it already. If I paint this in like that and then erase it again, okay, I messed something up and I don't know what. I see I made the brush super tiny for some reason. And there you have ambient occlusion in the hairs. And of course it's like below 2. That's not that side. This side is more like it. So whenever two surfaces are very close together and you need to showcase that this is close together, that's where ambient occlusion can show you exactly that. So let's see. Yes, gets just more plasticky. Here, for example, is a perfect example for really deep ambient occlusion. Just get rid of here. Reduce that a bit. Okay, let me just blur this up so it's non-visible. You can see suddenly there's depth. Right. Sometimes it doesn't work. Mhm. You need some ambient occlusion over here. Then he needs some here. Mm. I choose this one again. Obviously. Then delete a little bit and there we go, ambient occlusions there. Next part is this one. Oop, didn't blur that. That I did. Glad you like it. It's not over yet. There's still light and the reflective light missing and all that. Okay, so didn't paint any shadow in there. So I need to do that quickly like this. That this doesn't get any. And the ambient occlusion there is then like that. Okay, let's see. I need my brush again. I don't see anything. So dark. but I do see something. I bet some screens are unable to actually see a difference right now. Let me just paint this in here. This is just an experiment currently. How that works. So this basically gives that a structure. Let me see. Hmm. I could do that with a regular shadow. Just do this and then delete it again. That also affects the other parts, which is what you don't want to happen. But it gets a little bit of structure in it, which is what I wanted. So it does look like it's working. um, all right, light. Let's do the light thing. So it's, hold on, 50%, I think. Whoops. I used the wrong brush again. Everywhere where the light touches, need to paint this in. Very subtle. But it does its job. When I learned media design, I was asking the teacher if it's possible to flip the canvas only in the viewport. And she didn't understand what I wanted. Because that's something that Photoshop can't do. So 104 Krita. To be fair, Photoshop is a program for photo manipulation and not for painting, although people can totally do paintings. Again, oops, I set it to So it looks like that I'm not really painting it like with a focus on um, painting the highlights and such. Hold on, what? That's shadow. Huh. Well, my method is like I have two different types of uh, light strengths, and this is the base light that is like around the highlight. Like it gives the thing a form. You can see that the biceps here is completely is like flat here, and I'm just going around the highlight. Make it look like this, and then I take the other light that is a little bit brighter to add the highlight. If I would do it if I just would use the bright light immediately, it would not be as yellow, but it needs to be yellow because it's sunlight, and compared to the sky, sunlight is appears always yellowish, or the shadow appears bluish, and yellow is the contrasting color, the complementary color of it. And since it's smooth skin, I do it like I blur it. I don't want to use a hard brush that is like not blending that well. That's why I'm using this. If we look at it, it's totally pixelated and has these variations in it, and that actually helps a lot with getting a good gradient in it. All right, what I need to be watching out for here is the fact that these are hard surface objects. So your fingernails are obviously a lot harder, and when an object is harder, it's most of the time also um, not as rough. Um, because it is harder, it reflects the light more concentrated, and it's not scattering it a lot. I mean, could add a little bit of light because it's obviously not really super hard. The highlight is a little bit. These are also not very, soft. Now I go here and add the highlights. Hmm. Let's try this. The hairs obviously get highlights too. So you get highlights here, 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 and here, here. Mm. All right. The last thing is the reflective light. So everything except Manta Black is reflecting light. Although, not, I think everything except base is reflecting light. So you have to, first of all, look at your character and be like, okay, what of his body is actually reflecting light back onto him? Like, for example, his chest here. Take the color, place it to this, and then I just paint that in. So basically the light of the chest is reflecting upwards. And so you get even form in the shady area where there is no ambient occlusion. Here you have this. You need to just visualize in your head how it is formed, then just reflect the light onto it. For example, this one here also has light, or the chest here receives light. Like that. And this casting light on here and here. 3D. Casting light onto here. That's, for example, also a reason why people in photography use the 3-point lighting setup, so they can actually create more depth whatsoever, because they want not only to light up the body but its reflection onto other body parts, but also they want to give shaded areas also some light in order to show that these are not flat. For example, if I go here, put up some if I put it up like this is like the sky casting light upon him back here. Just smooth it out a little bit. If you have a 3-point light setup, you usually have one light source which is acting as the main light in an angle of 30 degrees from the camera. And I see that there is some ambient occlusion that I forgot here at the hand. This dark. Okay, just did I? No. Okay, it's the main light is 30 degrees, and then the fill light, which is like a secondary light source, 90 degrees from that. And then you have the rim light, which is casting like this rim. So you can actually see that this is actually rounded like that. Okay. You need to be aware of the angle. And you need to think that the rim light needs to be weaker than the main light, obviously, or it's so that one is not over the actual main lighting. And what I need to do is run a little bit more. I use white. Do I have the fading on? No. Need to make the surfaces a little bit more reflective. Not not so or it was correct. Only thing I need to do is blur it a little bit. Because the surface is not really 100% smooth. So it's obviously having some that looks terrible. Turn it down. No. Nope. Just don't use it. Okay. The next thing is another reflection that comes from the ground. The sun is shining on the ground and the ground's obviously reflecting upwards. Now I need to think about what the ground actually is made out of. I can use concrete, I can use grass or dirt. Or if I'm fancy, I could use any color. I mean, the floor could be lit up light, but this is not an action photo. It's supposed to just show what a Taur looks like. So I could give him grass. See. No. That's too strong. It's way too saturated. Dude. Used the wrong thing again. Whip. Not on 100%, please. Need to desaturate it. It's not so unnatural. Hmm. But when the ground is grass, that means there's some grass blades coming up. Hmm. I reduce the percentage. The arm here is also receiving a little bit of green. And I just noticed that the horn also receives a bit of that color. It's also important to notice the distance, because the further away it is, the less light it receives, because light scatters more the further away it is from the light source. Um, not that green. So, okay, I just need to take a short break because I need to go somewhere, obviously. And I'm back. Just, just a quick. Ooh. Streaming for 2 hours and 19 minutes is tiring. Usually I'm taking a break after 1.5 hours, but I was too lazy for that. All right. He needs some light here. And some, hold on. Which one was it? Was it this? Yes. I'd say mm, just oops, that's too little. It's not difficult to make this. So also I can't pause a stream. Stream is just going. So that's him. Now comes the informations. Let's begin with the about the race text. Good 18. Black, right. I mean, I did all this so often. Absolutely not a problem anymore. In the beginning, it was difficult, yes. Now it's just unproblematic. All right. So, the Taur are very strong. They are not very intelligent, not very diligent, very resilient. They are average in size. They are a little bit faster. This for that. Hope it. Wonder why it's always sitting on like delete. That now think about the color. Let's take purple. Like that. Select lines, color, gradient, linear, then rainbow, this, X, blue, this. Radial, please. Here we go. Ah, yes, the score. meaning how much human is in his form still present. And I need to just turn this off, turn the score list on. This D8. Dude. So, walking on two legs, yes. Stereoscopic vision, yes. Eyewide visible, yes. Iris color is blue brown, yes. No fur, nope. Well, partially. He does have fur on the legs. Yeah, only on head. So I would say partially. Long extremities, yes. Legs longer than arms, no. Small ears, no. No snout, no. No tail, no. 10 fingers, no. 10 toes, no. Opposable thumb, yes. Human dentures, partially. Omnivore, nope. Tan skin, yes. Ability to talk, yes. Partially. And no wings. Right. D, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So a score of 50. And now I need to write something about them. Uh, 16, I think, was it? All right, let's see. Taur are basically just Minotaurus and people like, let's see. Oh, rather this is too wide. So I mean, I could start here, but I want to give him a little base. To associate mythical stories to them. So because they just look like minotaurs, they think, oh, those minotaurs in mythology is just based on them, although they never existed prior to the 21st century. Hmm. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Yay. Okay, it's taurine, or am I wrong? Taurine is what is boosting your 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 oh, hold on. Is it taurine? I'm not so sure. There's some form of substance that you can take so it boosts your muscle growth. I'm not talking about testosterone. It has something to do with bulls. Hmm. Their natural strength gives them a very muscular body. So they um, are very strong and let's see, say should I write something that they like to dress up as superheroes and oh, so that's obviously too long because the tail goes to the N. And can you separate competitive? Competitive, yes, you can. Always want to see. Uh, nope. Is stronger. See. Okay. Stronger is yes. The most famous Taur. That's again too long, dang it. Is called El Torino. Damn, it doesn't fit. No. Is that a comma or a point? Who is known for Um, somersaulting brachio. All right. Look at that, fitting. That's how strong they are. Brachios are the biggest types of sore. I still have to do them. The That's that. Now I need to make the background. First thing I always do is making a linear sky, but I don't know if I should give it a regular daylight thing or let me just try that one. Looks more like nightfall, right? Got an idea. That's a mix of both. Right now. Let's get some clouds to improve the visibility. Hold on. Like to move the score here. Clouds. Then a little bit whiter on top here. And then darker on the bottom. There. Now I need the ground grease. Grease. That's bright. That's not correct. That's wrong. There we go. No, it's this. Then put it like in the middle and make it warmer. Put it to 60 and then view and do this. So it's not painting in somewhere else. That's where I need to know where the shadow is going. Or do I? So the sun is coming from above, so his shadow is more likely to fall over here. And now get it a little bit brighter because of the sun. How complex it just looks just from doing that. Pretty simple. Now I need ambient occlusion again. Again? Why? Didn't you already do it so much? No. Needs to be below here. But I said that I would need to paint over grass here. Hmm. I don't wanna. Would need to do that, but do I want to? Should I do it? I mean, I would. No, I'm not doing it. Okay, let me just place my logo somewhere. I have no idea where. Hmm. 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 Okay. And basically, that was it. I'm done. Let me just take a look at my frame recording. There you can see all the frames that are all made. 1227. There is one frame missing. Hold on. There's one frame missing. Wonder what happens if I do this. Just a few pink splotches everywhere. Therefore, it records and got some pink splotches. Flowers? Maybe. Good. Now I can stop the recording, which is giving my computer a break. And now, a thing that I need to do is making the thumbnail for YouTube. See? Okay. 4-2. Hold on. Odd race. That's not the correct ordner. Folder. Thumbnails. There we go. JPEG. Look, all my indeed. Well then, I will yeah, I will be making the video next, and it seems that the stream didn't pose any problems. I got 0.9% of dropped frames, which is unproblematic. In the beginning, it had some problems, I don't know why. And thanks for everyone that watched me doing the tour this time. There are still, let's see, wait. There's still a couple left. And yeah. That's that, and until next time. Bye.